gypsies say that a lover should have gentle hands, a gentle mouth, and a gentle heart.
And a woman the same?
No. She should have cruel hands, a cruel mouth, and no heart at all.
In the annals of Hollywood, Rita Hayworth holds a special distinction. She was the first movie star to be called a love goddess. Before her, the term was applied only to seductive creatures in ancient mythology, like Venus and Aphrodite. This is the story of Rita Hayworth, the excitement of her screen image, the drama of her long and varied career, the Odyssey of a goddess, on Hollywood and the Stars. Rita Hayworth has been a star for nearly 25 years, a woman with remarkable energy and ambition. She began in an era when Hollywood was primarily interested in glamour and entertainment, when an actress was chosen for a film because she looked good in a nightgown rather than on a psychiatrist's couch. And no one in the history of the movies ever looked better in a nightgown, or anything else for that matter, than Rita Hayworth.
Put the blame on Maine, boys. Put the blame on Maine. One night she started to shim and shake. That brought on the Frisco quake. They once had a shooting up in the Klondike when they got Dan McGrew. Folks were putting the blame on the lady known as Lou. That's the story that went around, but here's the real lowdown. Put the blame on Maine, boys. Put the blame on Maine.
One of the most successful careers in the history of motion pictures began in the early years of the Depression. Born in 1918, Margarita Carmen Cancino is the daughter of a Ziegfeld Follies girl and a famous Spanish dancing star. And with vaudeville in a slump, Rita and her father are forced to form a dance team that performs in nightclubs in California and Mexico.
I began to work when I was 12 years old. 4 shows a day, sometimes as late as 2 in the morning. I never complained, for even in those early years, I liked to work. Part of the excitement of dancing in nightclubs was knowing that movie stars like Gary Cooper and Clark Gable were sometimes in the audience, and they were watching me. When I was 15, I was spotted by a Hollywood studio executive and hired to dance in a couple of low-budget pictures. For me, there was nothing glamorous about breaking into the movies. I'd been a professional dancer, and these films were just another job to me. I had no idea of becoming an actress, and certainly not a star.
Within a couple of years, however, she appears as an actress in a series of B pictures under a new name, Rita Hayworth. Her beauty and talent are employed in memorable scenes like these.
Get your hands off of her. All right, officer, I'll take care of it.
You will. Just like you took care of my brother, I suppose.
Sorry, I did the best I could.
Why, you didn't even put up a defense. You pleaded him guilty without even going to trial.
I assure you, he didn't have a chance.
Of course he didn't. Because you're the public defender. There was no fee in it for you. It was just a charity case, so you got it over with as quick as you could.
Come on, sis, let's go.
And if we get a purple reaction, we'll be pretty sure it's blood. Looks as though we have blood, all right. Well, Copper, it looks as though we're going to work together at last.
Then it's human blood, all right.
Nothing else in the world would have given that reaction.
Cliff, do you know that I love you?
Are you blind? That one hit the middle.
Batter out. Out.
That's the old speed, Casey. They can't even see him.
In another typical film, she was allowed to display other talents as a kind of female Yogi Berra.
Go out there and get a safe one.
As a starlet in the mid-1930s, Rita Hayworth makes thousands of publicity appearances. At the time, studios are hiring hundreds of youngsters in the hopes of developing a handful of stars.
Perhaps the most important lesson they made me learn was that I had to get my name and face in front of the public. In a way, this kind of life clashed with my personality, because I've always been extremely shy. Yet all the while, I've always been very ambitious. So time and again, I forced myself to do these things. It was all part of my job.
Columbia Studios begins to mold a special image of Rita Hayworth, wholesome, attractive, and playful. And the shy young dancer does a remarkable job of looking and acting like a typically extroverted all-American girl.
There was talk now that I might actually become a star. And to me it was only natural to want to be as big and as successful a star as I could. If possible, the very biggest.
By the early 1940s, Rita Hayworth is on her way. The industry and the public suddenly take notice as she appears in a handful of sparkling films like You'll Never Get Rich with Fred Astaire. Now, 23 years old, Rita Hayworth has been working nearly half her life. And finally, all the training, the dedication, and the ambition pay off. Says Fred Astaire, she learns steps faster than anyone I've ever known. I'd show her a routine before lunch, and she'd be right back after lunch and have it down to perfection. Beautiful and statuesque, Rita Hayworth emerges in the 1940s not only as a major star, but as Hollywood's reigning love goddess. A goddess whose only mission in life is to bestow her abundant charms upon all mankind. A social critic writes that the moral behind most Hayworth pictures is distinctively modern and American. It holds that sex is the most important thing in the world, and that it leads to eternal happiness.
How much do you love me? I love you. Yes, my beloved fool. I know. Take me quick. Take me. I think I'm going to die from it. I have to keep talking, Johnny. As long as I have my arms around you, I have to keep talking, or I might forget to dance, Johnny.
What do you think you're trying to do?
I'm not even trying very hard, but I'm doing it.
Even a love goddess has her strategies and her wiles. Starting with Gilda, Rita Hayworth makes a series of films with Glenn Ford. They are virtually a field manual on waging the battle of the sexes.
Doesn't it bother you at all that you're married?
What I want to know is, does it bother you?
There's never been anybody but you and me. Not anybody.
What about your husband?
I hate you so much that I would destroy myself to take you down with me. I hate you so much that I think I'm going to die from it.
In this kind of film, the tormented hero lacks Hayworth's feminine cunning. Ford invariably resorts to more direct methods.
It's no use just you knowing it, Johnny. Now they all know that the mighty Johnny Barrow got taken, and that he married a...
Are you still here? What are you waiting for?
I'll get it anyway. I will. I'll get it. No, but I will. I'll get it.
But at the end, the very modern and very independent heroine learns her lesson and surrenders to the man who had her number all the time.
Love is something that has to be kept alive. It wasn't.
At the height of her career, Rita Hayworth's fame rests on her portrayal of erotic and willful heroines. But she has another appeal, employed seemingly in every picture, whether comedy, mystery, or adventure. The plot must stop dead in its tracks for Hayworth's inevitable dance number. And the audience never complains. For Rita Hayworth in motion is one of the splendors of nature.
People who don't know me frequently expect me to be like my screen image. But actually, I'm quite different from these women. I've always been rather amused when I'm described as a love goddess, because I've never especially felt like a love goddess. I feel like what I am, an actress and a mother.
Rita Hayworth has had 5 marriages, 2 of them to international figures. When she and Orson Welles marry, they are happy together at first. Welles, however, wants to live and work in Europe to escape the creative restrictions of Hollywood. but she has her own hard-won career in America. They finally part. Another marriage that captures international headlines is to Prince Ali Khan, whose father is the religious leader of 20 million Muslims.
This time, I gave up my career in order to make a home in Europe. I already had one child, Rebecca Wells. Now I had a second, Princess Yasmin. We tried very hard to create a family life, but I soon found out that I had entered a world that left very little room for what I felt a family should be. We had no private life. We were always traveling. We were always meeting officials, dignitaries, and the press. We were together, yet not together.
Come on, this way. This way. Well, that's enough, isn't it? Huh? No. Enough to satisfy everybody, isn't it? No. We always have to have one more. Always one more. That's right. Thank you, Senator.
Finally, I decided to go back to Hollywood. I realized that Ali had to lead his kind of life. I had to lead mine. I've never regretted those 2 marriages, however, because they gave me 2 wonderful children, whom I took back with me to America. At 19, Rebecca is talking about becoming an actress. She's stubborn like me, and I hope talented like her father. I'd never try to stop her from going into pictures if that's what she really wants. I've never believed the cliche that a girl is destined for unhappiness if she has a career as an actress. No matter what they do later, I want Rebecca and Yasmin to lead a normal childhood, which I never had, because of working so early in life. The girls attend private school now since acting takes me away from home so much. But we see each other as much as possible during holidays and vacations. I'm their mother, father, sister, and pal. Yasmin apparently has no serious plans for the future. I just hope she doesn't want to become a jockey.
Between pictures, Rita Hayworth leads a comparatively conventional private life. She is fond of golf and swimming. Her small circle of friends includes few, if any, celebrities. This is the way she lived during her emergence as a sex symbol. And this, apparently, is the way she always wants to live. As a motion picture star, however, Rita Hayworth has changed. She no longer descends voluptuously through clouds down a celestial staircase. With the years, she has become a formidable dramatic actress in films like Fire Down Below and Separate Tables with Burt Lancaster.
I'm no good. I'm all worn out. I've been passed from hand to hand. I've had to submit to things that nice young American boys couldn't conceive of in their wildest nightmares. I've lived among the ruins. Armies have marched over me.
Going back to New York?
I suppose so.
You must have friends there. Hundreds of acquaintances,
You know better than that, John. Being alone in a crowd is worse. It's more painful, more frightening. Oh, so frightening, John. So frightening. I'm an awful coward, you see. I've never been able to face anything alone. Being ill, having operations and all that, and now I can't even face just getting old.
In Spain, where her grandfather danced at the court of King Alfonso, Rita Hayworth begins her 53rd motion picture, Paramount's Circus World. As a rising starlet, she once had to work in as many as 8 films a year. Today, she can afford to choose her vehicles more carefully. Her co-star for this film is John Wayne.
I've never done a picture before with John Wayne, but I've always admired him because he knows his business. He knows exactly how to move, how to deliver his lines, and how to work with other performers. And I can think of no praise higher for an actor than to say that he's a professional.
Another co-star in Circus World is the rising young Italian actress, Claudia Cardinelli. Miss Hayworth plays Miss Cardinelli's mother.
It was at Claudia's age that I was being called the love goddess. And I think I did as much with that phase of my career as anyone could. So I'm not sorry that it's over. Actually, I look forward to the challenge of new kinds of roles. And it's about time I played a mother. I've been one in real life for the past 19 years.
Although she plays a mother, Miss Hayworth must be both tireless and decorative. She works 6 days a week, frequently rising at 4:30 a.m. and quitting at 6 p.m., with outdoor temperatures sometimes pushing 0.
I've always liked hard work. I was born into it. It's part of my life. And while most pictures are demanding, they're also an adventure. I felt that way in the early years, and I don't ever want to outgrow it. That feeling of excitement that's unique to a movie set.
With Circus World completed, Miss Hayworth returns to her home in Beverly Hills, reads new scripts, and prepares for her next picture.
In this business, even if you're a woman, you have to fight for your career. For the best stories, the right roles. If you want to hold your position on the ladder, you have to earn it. And that's the way it should be. After being an actress for 30 years, I have no regrets. I worked as hard as I could because I wanted to go as far as I could. I've been like that ever since I was a little girl. I wanted to become a star. When I finally did, it was all I hoped it would be and more. Stimulating, rewarding, and above all, exciting. And it still is. Sometimes you pay a price for it. But I don't think I could be completely happy now unless that were part of my life.